Hi, I'm Scott.
And I'm Grace.
And this is the Offbeat Podcast.
We're bringing the party out of the studio, getting a little offbeat, and everyone's invited.
Right along with us as we get down and dirty with the Inspire community.
Don't forget to rate, review, share, and subscribe.
All right, guys, thanks so much for joining us. So we are joined today by everyone's favourite front desk socialite, Hamish Mcdermott.
Hello.
And our newest podium member, Josie O'Boyle. Thanks so much for coming on, guys.
Hello.
Thanks for having us. So excited.
Absolutely. Now, I think obviously you guys are fairly new to the studio, so it's going to be great to have a bit of a chat today, get to find out a bit more about yourselves, how you guys got into the studio, and what you guys bring to the studio individually. Let's start with you, Hamish. How did you get involved in Inspire Community? Just give us a little bit of your background.
So I started, I think I started coming in when my friend Alex, most of you guys will know Alex, but shout out Alex, she was going, and I was like, what is this thing she's going to? Like, she talks about it so much, she raves about it. So I was like, obviously I'm going to have to try it out once. So I think I was working like night shifts. I was working like 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. She dragged me to like the 7:30, and I remember I was like half asleep, but I was still like, I had that like leftover energy. So I was like, might as well just kick it out. And I think it was Ed's class, was my first class, and I just remember being like, what is this? Like, it was like a mix of like, this is crazy, but also like, I'm already obsessed with it. And then just started coming and didn't stop. And now I'm here. So
and then you got a job.
And then I got a job, yes.
And then I get rid of your sins.
You did?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like my starting to
What
inspire.
was it for you that like made you want to come back?
I started doing a lot of Ari's classes, and because Ari's classes are so like similar in the format, I was like working on like consistency and like then I could see my progress like through her classes, and like I was getting better at sprints, and then I was I was working on different things, and I think it was just so like invigorating being able to like see that like progression and then like just kept coming back, and that's can we
so good.
stuck.
So good.
What about you, Josie? How did you find Inspire?
So I found it actually through a friend as well. My friend Harriet. It was just after COVID, and we were back in an apartment, and we'd moved into that apartment just before COVID happened, and then we all ended up like moving back with family while everything locked down. And then we came back to this apartment. We didn't really know anyone in this new area, and then she started going to Inspire, and she was like, you'll love it, like, and I didn't really believe her, but I'd done spin in the US, so I was like, okay, I'll go. And then we ended up at an Ari class.
Yeah.
But it was really funny because she told me, she was like, I think you'll like it because you like militaristic, and she's like really hard and she's really mean, and like, but she meant it as a way to just get me there. And then we were in the like the studio locker room, and I was like, is this the instructor you said was really mean? And her face just flooded red because obviously like I didn't realize at this time Inspire was such a community, and like everyone knows everyone, and everyone would have 100% known who I was talking about. And she was like, no, I never said that. But then we started going to Ari's classes, and it was the same. It was just amazing, and we loved it, and we kept coming, and then got a membership, and then eventually asked to be an instructor. So that's that.
Tell us about your journey in terms of moving from being a member to transitioning onto the podium and becoming an instructor. How did that sort of come about? How was your journey there?
Well, I think I just got obsessed with Inspire, so I was just doing it like all the time. Like 2 or 3 times a day. And then I think it was at the Christmas ride. They were doing like little awards, and I got like one of the community awards. And then I went with my friend Daniela, and then afterwards we were talking, and then Mark, who founded the studio, came up and was talking to me. And Daniela was kind of like, Josie's always wanted to be an instructor, because I'd always said like, oh yeah, I wish I could have been one like when I was younger and stuff, because I am a fitness instructor outside of spin. And then Mark was like, oh, just talk to Jake. And I was like, I can't. He's so intimidating. I don't speak to Jake.
Literally.
Literally. And then she was like, oh, email. And Mark was like, email Holly. And I was like, okay. And I emailed Holly, and I was like, hey, like, your dad said this.
And the rest is history.
So exciting, yeah.
So exciting. Now, settle it once and for all. This is member question. where are you from? Your accent is all over the shop. I've called you Canadian in the past. Where are you from? What's your background, Josie?
I'm from Glasgow, Scotland. So I grew up in Glasgow, Scotland, but I have lived in the US and England and here. So the accent is very muffled, but I identify as Scottish.
Wow, random.
There's no plans to leave us anytime soon. Do you identify as an Australian now?
I wouldn't say identify as Australian. I literally only found out last year what ambo means, and only because I asked someone. And I'm also almost drowned at Burley because I didn't know you put up a hand if you're in trouble. Definitely not fully Australian, but I don't plan to move. I'm obsessed with the weather here.
Yeah. I haven't lived anywhere else, but I feel like I need to just so I can have I've never been to the snow or anything like that. So
I think I've been to the snow, but only in a very controlled environment. So in Adelaide, we have a place called Mount Theberton.
Does Adelaide snow?
No, it does not.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely does not. But Mount Theberton is an indoor ski,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
mini sort of ski slope situation, and
Is
every
it real
school
snow?
excursion goes there.
It's just an aircon with ice.
And it's kind of man-made snow, and it's got a
Not real snow.
Yeah.
no, it's very
So you
much
have to go
not
to the real
snow.
snow.
But you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
toboggan and you can ski, but it's just maybe
For fun.
a 30-meter ski slope, and that's it.
Yeah.
So that's the extent of my experience with it as well.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Josie, what about your classes? What do you think your style would be in compared to other instructors or?
I'd say I'm still in the process of finding the exact style, but I think I just go off the music. I really like having pumped up music, and then probably I love choreography, so I
Yep.
feel I always have a lot of choreography, and then I like the inspire track, so probably just more
Just
I don't know.
hype.
Yeah, more hype.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hype and choreography.
Exactly
Yeah.
what you want.
I'm just trying to be Scott. I don't know.
What sort of music do you lean towards in your classes?
When I started, I was going rap, but that's really hard.
Niche.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was just trying to get all the cues.
All
It
the
was a
Taylor Swift people into
nightmare.
the
Yeah.
rap classes.
I know. I do love Taylor Swift though. She's great. I love Rihanna. Yeah, Avicii, obsessed with Lady Gaga. That Donatella song, I've listened on repeat the last week.
Can confirm she has
That's
been
on
listening
next
to
round
it
of Inspire or Die, I
non-stop.
think. Donatella.
Yeah.
Now, Hamish, and obviously front of house superstar. What is the best? What are the best parts of your job working in front of house?
We were talking about this. I think every part is the best part because
Okay, so that's the suck up
Yes.
answer.
Yeah,
You
right.
told me to
Nah,
say
I
Now
that.
imagine that Holly's not listening.
The best part. I love having. I don't know. Yeah, I love it so much because I just love seeing everyone's faces, the community. It's just so fulfilling. So
The dogs.
and the oh yeah, okay, there you go, you got me.
Yeah,
the
Hamish
dogs.
just
Dogs are the
lies
best
down
part.
with the
Yep.
dogs.
You will definitely, if you ever see me lying down, it's because there's a dog. So, please know I'm fine. It's
Hamish
just-
just has a whole folder of Inspire dogs.
Yes.
Dogs of
I
Inspire.
might start the
Yeah,
New
Inspire.
Instagram.
Need to start
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna start that. The Dogs of Inspire.
Yeah. Augie would be the
I was gonna say
king.
Augie will be
Senor, he'd be
Yeah.
Senor Augustine.
the... Yeah. Alex's fave.
Yeah.
Rude.
Rude. All right, guys, we like to do a segment with you guys as well. It's a quickfire segment. So feel free to elaborate on your answers, but
Yeah.
I want the first thing that comes to your
Yeah.
mind. All right, Josie, Hamish, other than obviously yourselves, favourite Inspire instructor?
Well, Scott, obviously.
I know. Yeah, Scott.
Yeah.
Righto.
I'll accept that. We say there's no right or wrong, but there's
Yeah.
definitely a right or wrong, and that's the correct
Yeah.
answer. Thank you.
Who's your best receptionist, do you think?
Scott, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were really good the other day. We
Yeah.
were really busy and Scotty helped me out.
Yeah.
So good.
No, I definitely think Alex. Alex is always on top of everything, and she always, yeah,
She's like Dom running around.
literally, she's always running. She's
Yeah.
just always running around.
That's why I'm
There's
going to
always
miss
something
Dom
to do.
because he's just going to be...
Literally.
He's the only
So
person
speedy.
that runs.
I know.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, I'll get you, get you a bottle of water.
Yeah.
He'll run to the fridge and then get it to pay and then, oh
Yeah.
my God, bless.
Bless him.
So cute.
Who spends more money out of both of you?
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know.
You.
Probably me, but
I dare say you because
What's
you,
like your biggest purchase? lately?
In a week?
Yeah.
The
Alcohol? I don't know. Probably eating out.
I was gonna say I don't cook a lot, so I'm definitely like I spend a lot of money eating
lobby
out
bars.
and
Yeah.
lobby bar. They're closed
Not
to
anymore.
they're closed to the public at the moment, so I haven't been going. Yes,
I do think
I'm
that
saving
comes
my
with
dollars.
living in, I guess, the bubble as it's called.
It's just so
that
easy.
you don't eat at home. I looked in my fridge the other day and freezer. There's literally like 2 ice cube trays and a tub of butter. That was it.
Literally our fridge.
I was like, welcome to
Yes.
Tenerife. This is life now.
Yeah. We live on his coffee.
Literally
Everybody,
ice
coffee.
lattes.
Yeah,
and
3 times a
that's it.
day.
Yeah, literally.
On that note, who eats out more out of the both of you?
Oh, I definitely think I do.
I do
Yeah.
think you do. Because he's always like, let's go
I
out
was
for
gonna
dinner. I'm
say.
like, can we eat one meal
I've
inside, please?
seen.
Yeah. Do you
Josie
guys have a
cook.
little wine club going on? Or?
Oh, yeah. We have Wednesday wine night.
Was
and
it
it's
when wine
Wednesdays? Yeah. It
And
just
then-
started because we were always at Carl's after spin on a Wednesday. And now it's like if someone misses it, it's like
Rude.
It's rude. It's like this is your one time that you miss it, and that's it.
You get one
Carl's
strike.
is the place to be on a Wednesday,
There
right?
you
Well,
go.
it's actually it's not even like just Carl's. Now we're going to restaurants. We've
So,
like
yeah, we went to
branched out.
Tony the other night.
I'd say it
Ooh.
wrong
Yeah.
every
I
time.
was gonna
It's
say
so
so
good.
right, so-
Fancy.
Yeah,
And we always end up somewhere random
Yeah.
after, so it's fun.
So we ended up on the beat on a random Wednesday
Yeah.
last week.
happens to the best of us.
I know.
Scotty's
Thursday
moved on
morning,
from that.
Yeah.
Scott, I'm like, ugh.
Who has the better music taste out of both of you?
Me.
Yeah, Josie. I'm not. I just listen to like the top 100. That's me.
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
simple.
That basic music
Yeah,
taste.
that's me.
Basic bitch.
Hello.
Who gossips more?
Oh, I don't know.
I reckon you do. Josie does.
I like to know.
I like to know, but like that's about it.
Grace, I feel
Yeah.
like we should be able to weigh in on these answers as well. When
Yeah, who do you
Yeah.
think gossips more?
I had
'Cause
something
you
set
know,
up. I had answers
you know
set up
both
for
of
all of
us.
this.
Yeah.
Also, I think Scott gossips more than I do, first of all.
Scott just like will sit there and overhear.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Scott's
voice,
got a good
voice
ear.
recording,
Yeah.
voice memo.
if I know something, it's either from Hamish or Scott.
No, but Scott being like, don't tell anybody.
And then like
Don't tell anyone, but
Everybody knows already.
Yeah.
more or less my most used phrase.
Yeah. Who wears the pants in the friendship?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'd say it depends on the situation. What do you think?
Hamish is like, I want to say me.
I
Hamish, if you wore the
Josie.
pants, you'd answered that one straight
Yeah.
away. I think.
Yeah.
I think we
I
have
think
our
Josie-
answer
Okay, so
there.
you got your answer. I think
Oh, no.
Josie.
Yeah, probably
definitely.
me.
Who's gonna miss Casey more?
Well, Hamish has actually already
I'm-
booked
yeah.
a flight out to see him.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to Sydney
So-
this weekend. A little
This weekend?
Yeah, a little surprise trip on Saturday to go watch the opera. But I know, random, but I'm going to see Casey as well. I'm down there, so yeah, make sure he's all settled in.
Do you often attend the opera? Is that an interest that we
No.
need to know about?
It's not,
He actually sings.
but like, if you ever hear someone singing opera through
Give
the
us a little
street,
taste.
Fire
Absolutely
and
not.
opera are my passion.
Yeah, I thought I'd just go down and see it. Yeah,
Dance to Scott, opera with Hamish.
there you go.
Branching out
Yeah,
this
new
year. I love
life.
this.
Let's go, guys.
All right, guys. If you could swap lives with anyone else in the team for a day, who would it be and why?
I dare say I would love to spend a day in Kate's shoes just because I feel like I'm very much as like, you know,
On a
socialite
Friday.
that I am. Yes, on a
You just want
Friday.
to wear the shoes, babe.
Yeah. What can I say? I love
Yeah.
her shoes. Yeah.
The ones like the Lady Gaga ones.
Yeah. Did you see her boots that one
Ooh.
time? I can't remember. I think were they YSL? She had YSL boots, and I was like, I want them.
I wonder who I would do. I probably do like Dahmer, Georgia, because I wanna tumble like they can.
Oh, the
Like
diving.
they
But
just
you can tumble,
flat-
like-
not like that. Like there's no way. Like I'm an aerialist. Like I'm used to being high, but not on the ground. So I'm really bad. It's like spotting myself.
Right.
So they can just go. Like I would die for that skill.
I-
Who want to go
Can
diving?
we double back to this aerialist
Oh, no.
career that you have going? Because you work for a circus, is that right?
Yeah.
Tell us everything about that, because
No.
it seems to be everyone's dream is to run away and join the circus, and it sounds like you've actually done that.
Yeah, I did do that. No, it's super random. I don't even know really how I got into it. I just when I was a kid, I went to a summer camp and they had a circus department, and I went on the flying trapeze, and I just became obsessed with it. And then I had like some experiences, like when I went there, I was like seeing all the apparatuses, and they have a thing called silks, and it's like got those ribbony things, and like at that point I was not an athletic child. Like I was really bad at everything, but that one thing I was like, I want to do this. So I just started doing it, and then I got good at it, and then I just went with it. And I would...
So cool.
Yeah.
I really want to do it. Do you teach it?
I teach it now, yeah, and I choreograph a little bit. But, yeah, I don't really perform as much anymore because it's so taxing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What would be your tips for anyone wanting to get into silks? For instance, myself.
Come to one of my classes. It's like so much fun, and there's so many steps you can take that I could have you doing the splits on the silks in like 3 weeks.
Right.
Ooh.
Challenge is on.
Oh.
You can already do the splits falling
Halfway there.
downstairs.
You say, yeah.
Yeah, you've got the flexibility.
Yeah. You just need to get the control.
Yeah. That's standard of most of my life, I think. All right, guys. We have another segment here called High Bar, Low Bar.
Oh.
So this is your best and your worst moments from the studio.
Most embarrassing.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
think embarrassing. Think those highlights that
Yeah.
you will take with you whenever you move on from Inspire, and those lowlights that you never forget.
Yeah.
So what are your high bars? We'll start with the
Yeah.
positives. Why not?
Ooh. The first time that I like got the beat on a sprint, because that took a while to
Yeah.
get up to, you know, when you're like, oh, I got it, and Ari saw it and she like called it real hard in the class, and I was like, oh my God, she saw
Yeah.
that. That was like probably
I
one
actually
of the
think
best
I've had the
moments.
exact same like thing where I was actually
Very
up
serious.
for the whole sprint and Ari like saw it and
It's
like
a
the last,
feat.
yeah, it is.
I
Yeah.
cannot do it
Just
anymore.
literally,
I've
nor could
lost
I.
it.
If you see me sitting down during a sprint, do not
Don't.
do not
Yes,
talk to me.
Scott, look at
Yes,
that.
Scott.
I think you found the seat.
You seem to have sat down there, Hamish. It's by mistake.
And that was his low bar. That was his low bar.
No, my low bar, I think it was my 4th class in, like when I had first started. It was with Jake, and like everyone had warned me, like, oh, Jake's really like quick,
remember
like, you know, he's really like speedy, and I was like, oh, boo. Anyway, I think it was like maybe the 3rd, 4th like track in, we're doing a sprint, and my left calf muscle like just started to cramp, and I've never had a cramp so hard. It literally like, flashbacks. But I remember like stopping and like trying to rub it out because it's like it was cramping. And anyway, Jake gets off his bike, and like because I'm focusing on my like leg, I'm not noticing Jake get off his bike and walking towards me in like the 3rd row. And he comes up and he's like, oh, like, are you all right? Like, do you like need to go outside? And I just remember being like pale white, trying not to cry, being like, no, I'm fine. It's just a really bad cramp. And then like he was like, oh, like okay, like if you need to. And I was like, thank you so much, literally. And then like he went back up onto his bike, and the lady next to me was like she helped me out, or like something like told me to do like a move, like unclip and like actually like stretch it out, and I did that. And I was better, and I stayed in the class. So.
Nice.
But I was gonna say, having Jake like the first time, like kind of like my first experience with Jake, like him there, me almost crying. I was just like, and it's like stuck in my brain. So that's my low. But
Josie, what's your low?
I think, not similar, but I was like late to a 5:30 one time. I think it was like really late because I couldn't find a park, so it was probably like 5:40. But I was like, it's a 5:30 and I'm on like a Thursday, like no one's gonna be in there. And I run in, and it's like the front. I think you were in there, like Holly was there, Jake front row. And this is when I just started training, so I was trying to make a good impression. And Scott, being the instructor that he is, was like, "Good afternoon, Josie." And I just like flooded red, like got the first bike that I could find, but it was on like the sidebar. And of course, he took that opportunity to like come off the stage, like come in front of my bike, being like, "No one look at Josie, no one look at Josie. I know she's late." And I was like, "Oh, like, are they looking at me?"
I mean,
oh my
this
God.
sounds nothing like me at all.
Instructor hazing.
this is like
New instructor hazing was my low.
this is the one reason I will never be like, if the doors are closed, I'm not going into that classroom because
Yeah.
like I'm not walking in and having Scott be like, oh, look who finally showed up. Like I get bullied enough in there with like, I don't know, my sleep-ins and getting driven into the studio. It's fine.
Love that for you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right, so our final little segment we like to do is just a look back and advice to your younger self. So if you could go back
Go
to
deep.
little 4-year-old Hamish or 4-year-old Josie, what would you tell them?
You go first.
Oh God.
Yeah, I got to think about that one.
Oh, would I tell my younger self? Just that like you can do stuff. No, this is like, you know, when you're younger and you're like, oh, I'd love to do that, but like I don't think I could do it. Like I don't think I'm physically able to, especially like with like silks and everything. I was like, oh, like other people can do stuff, but like I can't. Like I'm just not genetically there.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough. And I think that actually like you are like, and that's for everyone, like everyone listening, like you're definitely good enough. You just need to like put in the hours. And I think if I'd said that to myself more as a kid, then I would have done what I did, but faster.
Yeah. Love that.
I'd agree with that. I'd like definitely like tell myself to like push myself more, and like I definitely held back certain things, and like I know it's shocking, but I was somewhat of a shy child when it came to
Wait,
like
what?
doing like public things. Like I could like, you know, I'd be very like center of attention in front of all my friends, but the second it came to like actual like public speaking or like being up on a stage, I would just
Yeah.
So yeah, just be more confident, I guess. in
Yeah.
myself. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it goes for everybody.
I was going to say, very generic answer, but.
No, but
know.
it's something that you can lose sight of, I think.
I think that's,
a
I guess, you know, what you both have said there is very on brand in terms of what we try and do at Inspire and
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
you know, that belief that you can do things even though you might not necessarily believe you can to start with, but having that ongoing belief that you can get there if you put the hours in, like you said, Josie,
Yep.
that
Yeah.
you can get there. Is that what people can sort of expect to get from your class
Yeah.
when they come?
Yeah, I mean, 100%, especially like sprints. Like, I love sprints and stuff, but I think I do kind of yell at people on my sprints, and I'll be like, I think I got this from you, Scott, where one time you just yelled at like 20 seconds left, like you can do that anything in 20 seconds. And then I started telling myself that in the gym and stuff, and then I'll just yell stuff like that in sprints because I think it's so true. And I think when you're in like a class or a track and you start thinking, the reason that I'm finding it hard is because I'm not good enough or I'm just not there. But if someone's like right there being like, you can do this, like you are good enough, you just need to believe, like it makes all the difference.
Yeah.
And
No,
like,
definitely.
Like you said the other day, in I think it was the final sprint, there's always like that one person that believes in you. And yeah, just got to remember that, push through that. Yeah. If you don't have anyone, it's Scott. I can wear that,
Aw.
yes.
That's nice.
If I'm not there, it's Josie.
There you go.
yeah, I believe in you, babes.
Amazing, guys. Well, thank you both so much for taking some time
Oh, good.
to come in and chat
So
today.
fun.
It's been
Yeah.
great.
You know?
Getting to know you guys a bit more.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah.
Come to Josie's class.
Yeah.
Shout
I'll be
out.
on the
The year.
desk. I'll check you guys
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Exciting.
You'll see the dream team.
Dream team.
Guys,
Thanks,
if
guys.
you do want to subscribe, like, give us any feedback, send that through. If you want to join us in the studio, come and see us on the bike as well as off the beat here. Yeah. Peace out, guys. Enjoy.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.